Being on a cycling lane, however, after a few minutes the inevitable happened. I noticed a cyclist coming. Welcome to a new video and a special welcome to my newsletter subscribers who have early access to this video. A few weeks ago, I went out as Kirsten for the very first time. I literally dreamed about doing this and albeit it a bit nerve-wracking, I really enjoyed doing it. My first idea was to go out just after sunset to make it feel a bit safer to go out fully dressed. At least, I thought I would feel less nervous. Then I realized that if I would try to blend in as much as possible and would go to a quiet place, probably no one would really recognize me as a crossdresser. The morning I finally went out was a beautiful sunny day. I dressed up as Kirsten without the boots and face and packed a bag for the final items I planned to put on in the car before heading out. I put on my menswear jacket over my Kirsten clothes and stepped in the car. I had some quiet locations in mind, but found the first one with a few cars in the parking lot, so decided to drive on to the next one. This place, it was all peaceful and quiet, so I went for it. The only small challenge was that they recently redid the road with a fresh layer of big gravel, which might be a bit challenging with my heels. I quickly changed into the final items and stepped out of the car. Up front, I imagined this as one of the most nerve-wracking moments, but the quiet and fresh spring air with birds singing and the sun shining was such a magical experience. I immediately loved it. Thought it would be nerve-wracking because I dropped my eyes on an even more realistic mask. Something I would absolutely enjoy wearing to blend in as much as possible and enjoy my feminine side. If you want to help me buy this new mask, maybe consider a super thanks donation. It would really mean a lot to me. Fresh gravel appeared to be less of a trouble since I wore my chunky heel boots, and with a small detour through the woods, I found a nice cycling lane to walk around and make some shots. Being on a cycling lane, however, after a few minutes the inevitable happened. I noticed a cyclist coming. I quickly decided to go a bit off the path and let the cyclist by, and then discovered a few other people arriving to let their dogs out. Even though I really liked being out as Kirsten, this was a bit too much for me to somehow meet all these new people, so I took a quick detour and walked back to the car. In the car, I quickly undressed just in time to see the next couple popping up in the mirror. I smiled and started the engine and slowly drove away. What a joy it was to be out for the very first time. Back at home, I took a look at the footage I made while walking around, and doing so my wife came home and carefully asked how my journey went. I told her I really liked it and showed her the footage. She liked it right away and said, "I know it's you, but if you don't, you would really think it's a real lady." This struck my heart and made the whole experience even more precious. It does make me think about my next outing, but what to wear would be the question. Something I enjoy doing, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. If you want to see more of a crossdressing adventure, then click the video above. If you want to see more of my wife and I dressed up, see the video below. Thank you all for watching and hope to see you next week.